March 2019. Well, the Sun enters Aries, which is the spring equinox, and then we have Mercury turning retrograde on March 5th. Now, all this is actually really very interrelated and very, the common factor with all the zodiacs would be their communication skills. Now, as we all understand that communication skills not only affects your professional life, but it also largely affects your personal life. So, my advice to you or to everyone in general would be, think before you speak. Speak what you mean and mean what you say. I am bringing a slight shift into my predictions. Rather than, I will definitely be predicting where the planets are and which are the planets affecting in a particular month, and what is the attitude that we need to take to actually tide over that month, whether it is our personal life or whether it is our professional life. For example, in March, when I have spoken about various planets and the major planet like Mercury, then I've spoken about Mars, I'm speaking about Uranus or Neptune or Pluto, whether they are conjoining or whether they are in square or whether they are in opposition. What is the zodiac a person belonging to a particular zodiac sign needs to do in that particular month is actually applicable 100%. So my focus is going to be on the outer planets, and my focus is going to be on how an individual who's born in a particular zodiac needs to behave in a particular month to get the best results out of that month, and that is what leads to health, wealth and happiness, because the sun sign is what gives you the projection, how the world perceives you. And 100% we all want to be appreciated, 100% we all want to be loved, we all want to be healthy, and this is what is my endeavor to reach out to. March 29, what does it bring for Scorpios or for those whose sun is in Scorpio? This month is a kind of a mixed bag. You have a very good support system to do things with Jupiter in your sign and having a beneficial aspect with the Sun and Uranus. So Jupiter is in your sign, the aspects are beautiful with the Sun and the Uranus. Now this is made slightly complicated by a square to Neptune. That means you could be overly excited about something, but the reality is not as you see it. Neptune creates visions, and your enthusiasm may mistake a situation for something it is not. So be aware of the illusions and the projections, and what you need to follow is what you're most passionate about. See, when you're passionate about something, you actually tend to do a master study of it. Whether it is the sports, whether it is your love life, whether it is your work, you're actually very passionate about doing things, and you want to understand the nuances right from the ABC to the XYZ. So that in-depth study that will bring in clarity to your mind will help you know what is the reality, rather than just creating a vision and blindly following it. So be aware of the illusions and the projections. You need to follow your passions. This month the enthusiasm is bound to be there for you, but possibility it will be under some illusions. To take reality checks before you proceed. So it is stop, look and go. Be mindful of how the mind creates visions and fantasies. That awareness removes much of the distraction that samsara sometimes offers us. That is the world that offers us. So it's nice to be happy, it's nice to be enthusiastic, it's nice to be going headlong and doing things in a great manner. But what you need to do is, before you jump in the water, give it a thought. Have you learned how to swim? If not, go and take the training and then jump enthusiastically. Similarly, you love doing para-jumping because your enthusiastic levels are very high and you want to go and do paragliding and you want to go and do some adventure sport. So before getting into any kind of adventure, just hold back and see, have you learnt it? Have you done a proper study of it? after doing the learning and the proper study of it, you could go and do your adventure. In fact, this enthusiasm will pay off because you are holding yourself and saying, I need to learn. And that learning will become easy for you in this enthusiastic phase. So, what is the mind and the heart telling you to do? That awaken your energies, be enthusiastic to learn, be enthusiastic to bring the newness into your life, and eventually this is what is going to make you the master of your own destiny. And as we are wanting to mean what we say, and we have to think before we speak, we have to ensure that we do not hurt anybody's feelings, and even if you want to be direct, a little bit of softer approach will do you a world of good. And of course, to exactly know what are the best days where your career is concerned, where your honey is concerned, where money is concerned, what are the stressful days, actually getting back into my website and looking at all these dates will do you a world of good, because you will exactly know what to avoid, when to avoid, and which are the dates that you can actually be yourself and have fun. Whenever we talk about predictions, or we are giving predictions on our YouTube to reach out and tell people this date and this planet and that planet, is basically very generalized, because the truth of the matter is that personalized charts are very different from the generalized charts. So now, since every individual is made out a little bit of every zodiac, because the planets are scattered, so obviously the predictions are also very, very personalized for every individual. For example, if I am a Capricorn and I am listening to the Capricorn zodiac, it may not be applicable to me, because my moon sign is in a different place, my Mars is in a different house, my Neptune and Venus and so on, the planets are in a different house. So obviously the energies will be different for me. So every individual needs to be aware of his natal chart. Some people are not aware of the strengths and weaknesses they have. So through their birth analysis or through their natal charts, which illuminates your personality, actually helps you know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your potentials, what are your talents, and what are the tools that you can gather and make your life much more beautiful by being healthy, wealthy and wise. So use the intelligence that is illuminated by astrology and take the wisdom in your hands of how to carve your present and your future.